Hey folks, Tracy here with Scrappy's Rustics. Guess what we're doing? A toilet paper rack for the cargo. Oh, y'all, you need a toilet paper rack if you got a toilet, right? So this is pretty awesome. I picked that one up on one of my wholesale sites, I believe. Actually, I'm not sure. So we're going to use the Pentart cracking paste 2 system. We're going to use the country blue, the white, and step 1, which is the primer, the basically the stuff that makes it crack. And this paper I got, they sell like 10 pieces of paper. It's really inexpensive. I don't know why. I used to carry them, but they never sold well. So I had this pack from a while back, but you get basically like 10 or 12 correlating papers, and that one was in there, and I thought it was perfect. So this is step 1. They have a universal one now that you can use for any of the cracking or crackle systems. So just go over it generously, but don't overwork it. And you want to have, variations of thicker and thinner, because that will just create better crackle for yourself. So I went around this whole thing, 1 coat. You want to cover it, but don't overwork it. This piece is actually kind of big, so in some of the video it gets kind of up close and personal. So I'm going to use the white on the top because that's where we're going to decoupage. And I wanted to have a lighter background. In hindsight, I should have painted this whole piece white in the beginning, because the crackles are that good that you can really see the undercolor, but it'll be fine. Mostly everything else I did for the cargo, I've done vintage duck egg blue, which is country blue, is very close color to it, and with a white background with crackle. So, but it's fine. It ends up looking really nice in the end. The crackle is amazing. And I decided this time to put it on with a spatula knife. And look at this, y'all. Like, of course, this is sped up, but this crackle is insane. Like, it's pretty thick and thin. And I did that purposely because I want variations of different kinds of crackle. But, y'all, this stuff is super easy to use. I mean, it's literally put step 1 on, dry, and put step 2 on. You can put it on with a brush as well. A brush gives it a little bit thin. Your paint will be a little thinner. Your cracking paste will be thinner, but your crackle comes up a lot quicker because it's so thin. It dries quicker. So this is a country blue. Now, I don't think I have any left, but any of this stuff that you see me use and it's not on my website, you're welcome to message me and I can special order it for you. I probably do 1 to 2 special orders a week. The turnaround time is pretty good. So whatever you need, you can just message me. It's no problem. I'm constantly ordering from there anyhow, so it's not a big deal. Look at that crackle, y'all. Like, is that sick or what? See what I mean? How if it were white in the background, it would have popped a little more, but in the end, it ended up being fine. Now, if I weren't going to decoupage on this, or this wasn't the look I was going, maybe I wanted it more dingy or lighter, you can certainly at this point just put some dark wax in all those cracks, or colored wax. There's a lot of other ways you could go with this once the crackle is down, or you can just leave it as is, because it's kind of cool looking that way too. So I wanted that flower to be on the top part of the toilet paper rack. So, and I don't know that I've ever done crackle under decoupage. I love that look. This has, like, you can kind of see the music notes in the background, but I just wanted that extra crackle so it was all cohesive. And this ended up working out really nicely. But I wanted a little touch of blue so it all, it all jived. Now the paper is a little shorter on each side, so you'll see what we do in the end to create a border to make that just look finished and nice. So I'm just using Mod Podge there to put my piece down. I like to use the Mod Podge on the parts that you can't see, and save the expensive stuff, to seal things off. I say expensive, not really that much more expensive, but the fancy stuff for the tops, whether it's ultra matte, the soft touch, whatever. So I'm just taking my baggie and I'm pressing it down, and then that little squeegee's got a little felt on it, so that just helps spread the glue out underneath. So I didn't want to take my sander, because I didn't want to really sand off the crackle because it is kind of thick, so I used my water pen. However, it ended up leaving like little hairy pieces here and there from the fibers in the rice paper, so I did go around a little bit with my my little gator sander there where it needed it. So I'm going to use Ultra Matte to seal this guy up before we make any more steps. And I'm almost out. I used that thing down to the nitty gritty. And with the Ultra Matte, y'all, don't be afraid to spread this stuff around. It's a little thicker. You can go up, down, sideways, all the ways. And you'll never even know you sealed it. The stuff dries so Ultra Matte. So see around the sides, you can see the white crackle. And from the side, you can actually see the decoupage paper, the white crackle, and then the blue. So I thought I would go around again with the step 1 cracking primer and then go around it with the blue cracking paste just to make everything it kind of framed it out, and it made it just look softer instead of just, a white drop off there. It just didn't look right. So, and I love this color. It's so pretty. They have a pink too. I think it's like a Victorian pink. So I put that on with a brush. However, I put it on fairly thick. I'm kind of dabbing it, as you can see. And it gave me crackle and texture. But it ended up jiving in the end. So I just dry it here. And you don't have to hit it with a heat tool. It will crack on its own if you let it dry on its own. And again, you could add waxes into this if you wanted. But man, that's a massive crackle there, huh, y'all? And it's so easy. So it's such an easy process. So I'm pretty excited to get this thing hung up and get some toilet paper spinning on there. And for those of you who don't know, the cargo is a safe house and a guest room. It's an 8x20 shipping container. So I sealed the whole thing with matte spray. I just thought that was easier to do the whole thing because it is going in the bathroom. So look at that. I love this piece, y'all. I hope you like my style, and if you do, I'd love for you to hit that subscription button. Also, in the corner there is another video if you like shabby chic and this kind of look. I made some other little containers that are really cool looking. But I hope this inspired you in some way. This crackle is amazing. It's super easy. It's just a beautiful, beautiful, one-of-a-kind piece, and you can do this for your own home or as a gift as well. Thank you so much for watching.